Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi, and I am here along with Alexis from Notary Services by Alexis, and Angela with AJ Mobile Notary Services. How's everybody doing? Say hey, ladies.
Everybody's amazing. How you guys? I'm amazing.
Good. So, welcome everyone to the show tonight. We're gonna say hey to a few people. Hey, Treats and Design. Hey, Frank from LA, Lower Alabama. I love reading that.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss CC. How's everybody doing? So, Alexis is going to start us off this evening with her story, and then Angela has one. Angela will be reading the chat tonight. We'll have a special guest coming on later. Hey, Kimmi Yvette. All righty, Miss Alexis.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I just wanted to quickly share a quick tip with you all if you all are venturing to your apostille journey. So basically, I had a client bring me documents. He had 5 documents, and when I looked at the documents, I had a feeling already that it just wasn't correct, just based off of our conversation and the first thing I saw. So, of course, within the 5 documents, the notary that he had notarized them. Usually, most of my apostilles, they come already notarized. But the notary he had did not have verbiage on there, our notarial verbiage on there. She just stamped it and signed it. And if you're doing an apostille, the verbiage must be on there. So, yeah. So when you're doing those type of things, when you're doing your apostilles, when you're doing over your questions, when you're going over that, ensure that you ask appropriate questions. And I know sometimes it could be a little in-depth, but I didn't think to ask him, how did the notary fill it out? And honestly, I don't think I would, but it could save you just in case it's something a little larger than just that simple mistake. So, yeah, thankfully, I just could redo it myself and called it a day. But don't be the notary that messed it up. Know what you're doing in the front end. That way you'll make it easier for people going forward, because he did have to pay that first notary. Mm-hmm. And honestly, she did the whole job incorrect.
Mm-hmm. So he took the other double paid. The client doesn't know if it's being properly notarized in the beginning or not. So you as a professional, even though they had it notarized somewhere else, recognize that you're the one completing the apostille. You cannot send in incorrect information, or it's going to affect his whole package. Mm-hmm. His whole job. So perfect. Kudos, Alexis. What?
Right. Yeah, Alexis. What? Alexis on it. And they don't even know what they need. They expect you to know what they have no idea what they need.
Correct. And what if you didn't know how to notarize properly? You would have just sent it off and collected, give me $400 for this. And it's all wrong.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know how to notarize your own self. So notarization is the key to everything. You have to know how to notarize. We're going to say hey to a couple more people. Hey, Sharia. Those who will join us on the replay. Hey, DJ S. Roberts, Ladero, Charmaine, Catherine, Armari. Hey, everybody. Hey, Kevin, Renita, Delana, Sylvia. What's up? Hey, Tammy. So let's let Angela tell us her story, and then we'll start taking you guys' questions. Drop them in the chat.
Yeah, my story is actually an apostille story too, but it's more than that. We always said the other notary is not the competition. You know, I had a notary call me from the other side of Atlanta, actually. And she really didn't know what she needed. The company is in another state, and the other entity of the company is in Germany. And so when she called me, she was asking me basically, how did it start? She called me and she wanted to know if I could help her with something or do something for her. And so I explained to her that the apostille process. And so after I was explaining it to her, she just cut me off and she said, you know what, I don't even want to do this. Can you just do it? Can you just handle the client? She connected me with the client, asked me what my fee was. And I'll be actually honest with you. It's like not just a simple apostille. I'm like, I didn't think they was going to accept my fee, but they did, thankfully. But she was very grateful. So I'm saying this to say, if another notary calls you and sincerely calls you about, especially apostille, if you know how to do it, if you can spend a minute, I'm not saying to just spend hours helping them. You know, if you can say, well, you pay me a $50 fee, I'll help you facilitate it. Don't not help them, because you don't know what kind of relationship will come out of that. You know, and because I'm doing this for them, even at a small discount, you know, she's very grateful and she's talking to me. We're supposed to get together and have lunch, even though she lives on the other side of Atlanta. And the apostille is going to get done, and the client has already paid me, and I haven't even done the apostille yet. So don't be afraid to assist somebody if it's going to take more than a little bit of time. It's okay to ask for a small fee to help facilitate it. But she didn't want to be bothered with it, so I ended up getting the whole job. So like Kim say, Alexis say, I say, the other notary is not the competition. We're here to help each other. If one can't do it, the other person can do it.
Actually, I even did that with Angela recently. I had a referral, a client that was apostille, but I didn't want to be bothered with it because it was like the ones that have to go to DC and all that. So I told Angela she just want to facilitate it. She could just give me a little kickback or something. Right. You know, because everybody do want to make a little something. This is our business, but I didn't feel like being bothered with it. So whatever she decides, if that happens, I'll take it and be grateful. Yeah. But a lot of times you may not want to do the job, or like she said, you need assistance completing it. You know, not one question and somebody want half of your commission. But if they actually complete half the transaction with you, that's only fair that they've taken time out of their day. They could have been doing something else to assist you. So that's more than fair, and that's how you build relationships. That's how you build relationships. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi and the Notary Educators, Alexis and Angela. We are so glad you are here. So now we'll just start taking some of your questions. We do have a special guest that will join us at 8:15. I actually don't know our guest personally, but she was just someone that reached out, needed some help, Miss Erica, and she was doing an apostille actually, so she called me for a little assistance, got it done, so she wanted to share her story. I said, well, come on and share it. Right. So we're going to talk about that. And then we also had a couple requests, guys, to see what's inside our notary bags. So we're going to take a few minutes later and do that. And then it's all about you guys tonight, okay? So Alexis and Angela, we'll start doing the question.
So DJS says, what about the clients that know more than you?
Are we not worried about that?
Yeah.
We already know what we're doing, so we're not worried about that. So you're still an expert. Yeah, they come for some reason. Alexis?
No, I was just gonna say I'm quick to kind of slow people down when they know more than me and try to correct them along the way or say, well, this is the process based off of this. And I might give them a website, Georgia website or something like that, you know, just in case if they want it. But yeah, I just slow them down a little bit because at the end of the day, we're the ones who are supposed to be the experts, right?
They still may think they know more than you, and they still that happens all the time. Well, you need to be doing this, or why aren't you doing that? Right. Excuse me, this is my notary stamp. We're gonna do it my way right now. You're in my house. Whose house? This is my house.
It's my house.
Right.
So, yeah. So when I come to you for a notarization, then you get to run the show. But now you're talking to me, so. That's how I feel about it. Angela, you got any other thoughts?
You know how I feel about it the same way, because I will shut you down in a minute and say, who's doing this notary job, me or you? I will tell them that in a minute.
Y'all heard it first here on Notary Educators. This is our house.
Right. I'm never gonna make them think that I'm not in control and I don't know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I might even say something. If they do say something I don't know for real, I might be like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But it's still my house. Go ahead, Angela.
I'm just going to say, thank you for that tip. I'm going to add that to my repertoire.
Yep.
Yep. So Miss CC Clark said that's what they pay us for expertise. That's right, Miss CC.
Yeah.
Doc T says, great job, Alexis.
Yay.
Thank you.
Mr. Rhea says, which one is better, personal or business Cash App account?
So I'll tell you my experience. Because I actually, when I first started, I didn't have all my business checking account set up and stuff. So I did use my personal for everything. Here I go. But then once I set up my business account, then I changed my Cash App also to a business Cash App. So it doesn't really matter. It just depends on where you want the money to go in the end. So I like all my stuff to match, and it should once you actually start your LLC. Da 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 da. So now my Cash App is a business Cash App and goes into my business checking account. And if I may, I'm hearing a lot of stuff out here, guys, in the notary streets about don't take Cash App in your business, period. That does not look professional.
Wow.
I'm gonna disagree with that. Let me tell you why. I think it's not professional if you can't collect the funds from your client. I think that's unprofessional. They want to pay you and you say, oh, the only way I can pay you is cash. And they have to go to the bank ATM or something. No. Professionalism, and if it's part of your business plan, now if you just don't like Cash App for your business, fine. But just because that looks kind of ghetto or whatever, what is that? It's just a form of payment. And I think everything. So I disagree with that.
And Cash App does have a business aspect of their, platform. And a lot of people that clients that come to me, they love it if you got Cash App, Zelle, and credit card or debit card.
Yeah.
They love to have an option. I've had plenty of clients to tell me, oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to go to the ATM because you got various forms of payment.
Yeah.
And they're often shocked that they don't have to do all that extra. They say, oh, you take Cash App? Oh, yeah, I do. You can process the credit card? Yeah, I can. One of 3 different ways with the square, either on my phone, the little unit, or the other 2 ways is the unit. So the contactless one or the little square that goes in the phone, which we can show y'all tonight, actually.
Wait.
And we want to adapt. And we want to adapt too. Like, we want to go with the new age things that's going on. Because a lot of people have Cash App.
I love that, Alexis. We need to change with the times. If our clients are using something,
sorry about that,
we need to learn how to use it.
So, and why wouldn't you have various forms of payment?
Matter of fact, I had that happen because you know how you have your own little QR code for Cash App? I didn't know how to access it or find it. And then one of my clients, I said, no, I'm going to just, I gave them my $sign, whatever. He was like, no, you need to learn how to use it. That's business. I said,
I know that's right.
Okay. So after that, he had to tell me once. So I pulled out my phone. I learned how to use it because a lot of younger clients, they just want to tap their phone with your phone and pull it up. They don't want to key in nothing. So, yeah, I like that. We have to be flexible and adaptable. Yep.
Right.
Okay, next.
Yep.
Oh, let's hit this.
So Miss Kimmi Yvette says, how can I learn apostille? Everyone, Miss Kimmi Yvette.
Angela, hold on 1 second while we're here, because Nene said I was told to try to use it so people won't do a chargeback on you. Oh yeah, I never had nobody charge back a Visa or MasterCard on me. I have not had that happen.
Yeah, I haven't had that either. Thankfully.
No, I haven't had that happen.
I had something come back, but it's because I keyed it incorrectly because they gave me the wrong number. And after that, I don't allow the client to read the card to me. I physically take the card and I read it. So if it's my mistake, fine. But that day, I let her read the card to me. I had never let that happen. So I did have a charge back that time. She felt terrible about it. The company paid me back. So, okay.
Right. Okay, yeah, I've never had a chargeback either. Yep. Okay. So Kimmi Yvette said, how can I learn apostille? Am I lagging?
Yeah, a little bit, Angela.
Yeah, all of a sudden, did you do something? Yeah. Angela?
No. So Kimmi Yvette says, how can you don't hear me?
No, we're good now. We're good now.
We can, but it was a lag.
Okay, Kimmi Yvette says, how can I learn apostille? Our course on apostille is almost finished, literally. So that'll be very soon. And I will say this is that the first place we'll put it and give people the advantages in our Facebook group. They'll be the first ones to know about it. So Marcel says, good evening. Nashonda says, hi. We got Robin from Warner. Robin. Hello, everyone. Robin from Kennesaw. So DJS says, I missed it, y'all. I'm sorry.
Alexis, no one in Facebook?
Let's see.
He says, I had to turn down work because a client said he didn't need the notary wording, didn't want to choose a certificate.
So that's just because he was panicking. And so for you to make that a little easier in the future, you need to know the difference to explain it to your client. I always say explain something as if you were even talking to a child, not being disrespectful, but in the simplest way you can explain it. Because he probably got overwhelmed and he didn't know. He's like, I don't know. So DJS, how that sounds in the future is, Mr. Smith, there's no place on the document for me to stamp as the notary. I'm going to give you two choices. They're going to sound similar, and I'll tell you the difference at the end. Basically, I want to know that the information in the document is correct and true. So you'll tell me yes, just simply yes, and I'll use one stamp, or I'll do my loose leaf certificate. Or I can put you under oath, and you can tell me that the information is correct. See, make it really simple. If you start saying, do you need an acknowledgement or a jurat? I don't know. He's panicking. He's nervous. So just the way you need to understand it first, and then you can explain it to someone else. Okay? I'm sorry that happened.
Yep. So Kimmi says, what electronic payment system is best to use? So Kim talked about that a few minutes ago about making sure that you have, can you take debit card, credit cards, Cash App, Zelle, because most people don't carry cash on them. So I had somebody, I don't know why people bring $100 bill to me and say, do you have change? I usually don't have that much change if you just pay me $25 or $30, but because I have Square and Zelle, that's another form of payment. So I never lose business because everybody has a credit card or a debit card. So all forms of payment that you can to make it easy for the client and to make sure you get paid is best really to use.
And just a customer service tip, if you want to stand out as the go-to notary in your area, I personally do not charge my client a processing fee for the credit card or Cash App of any of that, because it's only like $1, $2, whatever. So I don't charge that. So if you want to nickel and dime your client, that's my opinion. I'm gonna add another $5 because you pay with your debit or credit card. That leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. Even when it happens with me, I know they have a processing fee when I go somewhere, but they already made enough money on me. You can't include that, So again, that's a business decision.
Because most gas stations have a processing fee if you buy gas with your card.
Yeah, they do.
If you buy gas with your card, most gas stations have a processing fee.
And I usually will use them only if there is no other gas station. I go to Quick Trip because they don't charge me. So that's what I do.
Right.
Next.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Alexis said we got Facebook.
Go ahead, Alexis.
Florence. Okay. So Florence was going back to Cash App. Florence just said you get charged for transactions when people pay you with Cash App.
You do, but it's very minimal. It's like $1, 80 cents, 40 cents. It's not that much. It's not that much. You've already charged them if you know how to charge correctly.
So hey, yellow.
It's very minimal.
Next.
Right.
And then one more, just Shonda said,
and that's what your travel fee is.
You can go ahead.
Angela?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, I said go ahead, Alexis.
Okay, Nashonda has said, you mean when you change to the biz account? She's commenting on something we spoke about with the business account.
I think we already talked about that.
Changing it, yeah. All right, you can go ahead, Angela.
Somebody said, how do you change it? But you just go in your settings and change it to a business account. Just go into your settings. Okay, next.
We got somebody from Jersey in the house. Danielle says she's going to put apostille on her business page and also weddings. Our thing is, as long as you know how to do it, put it on there. Just a short story. I had someone call me just this week because they put panicking. They contacted Notary Educators because they put apostille on their page. And when the person called, they had no idea what to do. And so we were able to do it for them. But if you know how to do it, that's great. Anything. But anything you don't know how to do, don't put it on your page because you're not doing your client any service if you don't. But if you are, that's great. Penny Day says, I'm taking my loan signing agent exam after the live. Any advice? Penny, my advice is to just read the questions, read the directions, take it slow, and just, it's a long process, but you can do it. It's an open book test. You guys got any advice for her?
No, just take your time. Like Angela said, don't rush it because, I don't like to read sometimes. So it took me a few times to do it, but just take your time. You'll be fine.
Yeah, and when you're applying the, what do you call it? Whatever passage of the like code of conduct, stuff like that, whatever like number is in, it will say like 5A or something like that. Whatever part of the code of conduct it's referencing, just read it like a couple times, maybe even a few times, because it's not going to be straightforward answer. It's going to have you having to think a little bit. So just read it a few times, and I feel like you'll get it.
Yeah. So yeah, Venmo is another choice. Says, what bank institution do you ladies use for your business? I have Navy Federal because I've been a member forever.
I have Truist because I've been there forever too, 20 years. So
yeah, same. I have Truist. Like I've been there forever too. So
I often hear people say Chase have a great business banking account, and also before you open your business banking account, see if they're offering any open first. What do they call it? Like opening your like a bonus or something. Sometimes they give you like $200 or $300 for opening a business account with them. Yeah. So I would check into that, see if any specials going on.
Yeah. Chase. I know Chase is really good about that.
Chase. Mm-hmm.
So Catherine Henry said, "Can you have a personal cash? Mm-hmm. Can you have a personal cash app and a business cash app?" I don't think so. What do you guys?
You can, but you have to have a different. Like one of them would have an email address, and then one of them would have a phone number. Yeah, they just have to have two different ways to connect. Now, I've never gotten mine to work, Catherine, so I know you can do it because the option is there. But I still have never been able to get my personal back now that I have my business. So if I want to send somebody money personally, I have to send it through Jeff's. I don't like that. And I just haven't taken a lot of time to invest in it, but you can have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Marie says that you need two phones to have a business cash app. Like one is on her business and one is on her personal, I guess.
Okay. So I know you do have to have two different methods of contact, though. You can't use the same phone number or same email for the one account. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
There's a Facebook user saying something, Alexis.
Yeah. Nishonda and Florence were just going back and forth about the Cash App situation still. Okay. Yeah, Florence was just saying that a tenant paid her $900 and Cash App took $25 of the $900. And she was told when she called Cash App that it was because it was a business account. So yes, business accounts do take a little more than your just standard personal Cash App. I do know that.
Oh, and Frank is so sweet. He said, give us some thumbs up out there, guys. I never asked you all to click, subscribe, and like. I have to start doing that. Thumbs up on the live for us. It does help the algorithm. Right. I just never think to do it. I appreciate you guys being here. So if you'll do that for us, thumbs up, we'll appreciate it. Okay. I just never think to ask y'all to do that. I really don't.
If you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Yes, come on. Help us out. Okay.
So you guys, I'm going to say this because I keep seeing it pop up in the chat about this Cash App personal business account. Do you use a personal account and you do it for business? And that a Facebook user said that they changed theirs to a personal account. The bottom line is Kim mentioned the best thing earlier. You want to have all of your things in one place. At the end of the year, when it comes time for taxes, you don't want to be looking all over the place for what you transacted your business with. That's number one. Number two is that, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the IRS is having Cash App and Zelle report any charges over a certain amount, and they're going to treat it as a business. So the best thing to do, the $25 for $900 or whatever, it's just like, I look at it as just the cost to pay to do business. So you can do it whichever way you choose. But when you think about owning a business and running a business, you got to have a business mind. You can't look at every penny or dime that you give into somebody else as, I can't not give that away. The perfect example is what Kim said about the fees for credit card charges and things like that. Again, you can run your business how you choose to, but you got to have some kind of congruence way that you do it, so things won't be all over the place, so you won't be questioned by the IRS as to why you're doing this. So just be careful about how you run your business. And those extra fees that you're paying, they're write-offs. Put them with your write-offs. You can add those and give them to the accountant. So don't be overly, thinking about, $10, $15, $20 fees when you get $900 or $1,000 for whatever. That's just my take on it. What do you guys say?
Oh, you're muted.
Oops. So like Angela was saying, I like what she said about the mindset, because guess what, guys? If somebody gonna hand me $900 for an apostille job or whatever, $900, I'm gonna say, oh no, I don't want that money because I have to pay $25. Are you kidding? No, get your money. $25 is a write-off on your taxes. It's called expenses, credit card processing fees. Mm-hmm. So you gotta, like Angela said, that mindset, we gotta shift. We're trying to get every penny and then we lose the big picture. So Erica has joined us now, so let's bring her on. We're gonna interview her right quick, guys. Mm-hmm. Hi, hey. Erica.
Hello. Hey.
You made it. Welcome.
I did. I'm happy to be here.
Well, yeah, you've been trying to get out for a couple of weeks, and I know you had called me a while back about your first apostille. So tell us about the notary journey.
Well, my notary journey, it has been a good one. I've been a notary now for a little over 2 years.
I'm sorry, what state are you in, Erica? What state are you in?
I am in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. I love me some Nashville. Y'all got the closest White Castle to Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, I am in Nashville, Tennessee. And you are correct. I did my first apostille. I took a picture of one of them. It was multiple documents that I did the apostille for, but just to have a copy, just to put in my repertoire. Yeah. I took a picture of it, and I also took a picture with the documents and posted them on my Facebook page. So years down the road, if someone wants to see, or if someone Googles apostille Tennessee #, they'll get me, they'll get my Facebook page. So I was just excited for the opportunity. And I thank you, Kimberly, for just, your videos. They are very encouraging, and it made me feel like, I can do it. And I did it.
I am so happy. So had you heard of the apostille prior to watching my videos?
I had heard about it before. I had watched multiple videos on YouTube, but as you will find, most people will post information on YouTube, but they won't give you, the information from A to Z. They'll just kind of dance around. They'll give you a little bit, or maybe they'll say, all right, here's A, B, and F, but you need to pay me for, A through Z. So your videos were not like that. I watched the videos, I took notes, and of course I had to tailor, the steps that I needed to take for my journey in my state. So I did some more research on the state's website. I also called, I think it's a travel, I don't remember.
Travel.state.gov.
Yes, I gave them a call too, and they were telling me, the different levels, the federal level, the state level. So I've learned so much about apostille. So yeah, it was, like I said, I even told them I felt like I could do it, and I did it. And it was not a problem at all.
I am so proud of you because you self-taught yourself, and like you said, sometimes everything out there on YouTube, and I found that that's kind of why I started my own channel too, because it was always like they give you just a little bit, but I'm like, well, now what do I do?
Right.
So I really appreciate you saying that. We are so proud of you. Now, have you put that also on your Google page?
Oh, girl, come on now. I put it on my Google page. Yes. Once I felt confident to do it, I went ahead and added it, just like you see in your videos.
Oh, that is so good.
I added it to my Google page, and I get multiple questions about other people that have questions about apostille. So it's just a matter of time before someone contacts me back, in order to do another apostille. But once you gain the confidence to do whatever it is that you're seeking to do, that's all that it takes. When I received my notary license, by the next day, I was already out there hustling, and other people that are notaries, some of my friends, they are still sitting on their notary license years later. And, I told them, once you gain the confidence, there's nothing that can stop you. I was ready. I was ready and I was out there for the journey, and it's been great. It's been a wonderful journey.
Because you got up and you went to get it. You didn't sit there waiting for it to come, because that's not going to happen. You have to get up and you go get it.
Honey, I was ready. I know they say you're not supposed to post like services on Facebook. I didn't know that. I posted my services on Facebook. So Facebook is what helped me get most of my jobs in the beginning. People were just wanting notaries. So that got me started. That gave me my confidence. And then I kind of figured out some of the stuff along the way, like how to book my clients, how to take their money. It was kind of slow in the beginning. I was taking payments by PayPal. Now I take a multiple different payment methods. So it's just been a journey of learning, kind of just searching for answers, watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading a lot of, blogs and information. But it's been great. It's been really good. So I'm happy with my decision. I'm happy that I found you, because you have those quick videos. You will hop in, you'll give some good information, and then you'll hop right out. I don't have to sit here for an hour or two, waiting.
Clickbait.
Yeah, who wants to do that? Who wants to sit here an hour and never get what they need?
I actually did that on purpose too when I started my channel. It took me longer to reach some of the goals on YouTube because I did that, but I wanted someone, if I'm talking to you about a power of attorney, that's all we're talking about in this video. So that whole 5 minutes was all about power of attorney. The next one might be about accepting payments. That's all we're talking about. So because of that, I have over 200 videos.
Oh, wow. But that's good.
But they're nice and short, like you were saying, and to the point. Erica, so when you were able to add different payment options, did that help your clients?
I don't know that I'm going to say that helped my clients. I think most of them want to pay by credit card, or they want to pay by cash. I know you were saying that you do not nickel and dime your clients when it comes to paying those additional fees. I guess I'm a nickel and dimer because they pay.
What do you do?
Yeah, so I do charge a fee to pay by any method that they're not paying, or any method that they're using that's not cash. I do require that they pay a little fee, whatever that fee is that I'm being charged. I roll that fee over to them, which I think it's 4% plus a quarter. So I do the math. I charge them the fee, and they're okay with it, because in most cases, most people, they don't have cash. So they're in a pinch too. When they find us, it's like, I needed a notary last week, So they gladly pay the fee. So I haven't had anyone to complain about the fee.
What does that conversation sound like, Erica? What does that sound like when you're accepting payment?
Well, I have a sign. I don't have it in here, but I have a notary office. So most of my clients come to my office. So it's printed right behind me, and I'll see them looking around this area. So it's stated back there. It tells them what payment methods I accept. It tells them how much it costs. So even if I don't tell them verbally, it's right there behind me. So
you have an office too. So,
yeah.
So I but for myself, because I'm so mobile, I could not imagine being out there. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, 4.25. I could not.
But and that's okay. What I normally do too, whenever I send an invoice out to my clients, I already have it on there. So it's on there. When I get there, they already know the amount. So there's no surprises. You know exactly how much you owe me before I get there. So they know.
Pay you, Erica, before you go out to an assignment?
I don't require that they pay me before I go. Now, some people, when I had my appointment site on my website, they would pay me before I even show up and smile. But in most cases, I just send the invoice and I let them know on the invoice, if you pay me with cash when I arrive, if it's where I'm actually going on site, that the fee for the credit card transaction will be removed if they're paying with cash. And they say, okay, but I always put the fee on there because I find that when I get there, of course, as a notary, we have to multitask. I have to be able to talk to you. I got to be able to read these licenses, write this stuff down, read this paper, and talk about your dog, your daughter, graduation, and then say, okay, let me stamp here, sign here. It's a juggling job. So I found that I would forget to put the credit card transaction fee on there if I didn't put it on the invoice prior to my arrival. So now I feel like I am a master in the game. So
go ahead.
I'm at notary boss level at this point. There's nothing that notaries do that I don't do. So I'm confident in this.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Great story.
Okay.
So
I went from I was I think on page 10, and I had contacted Google, and I just asked them, I was like, how do I get to page 1? They were like, well, you know, you got to work, you got to get reviews, whatever. So now, like I said, I've been in for 2 years. I'm number 1. I have over 70 reviews. I am number 1. So if you type in notary, you get me. Okay.
Go ahead, Erica.
I'm excited. So I have multiple friends too that have joined the notary business, and I have not scheduled any type of like notary networking events here in my local area, but that's my next thing that I want to do. I want to be able to rub elbows with some other people that are here locally in my state.
Yes, and
That's
Erica,
awesome.
you and I had a conversation also about expanding, like even writing a book for the Tennessee notaries. I mean, since you're doing so well, I mean, you need to represent Tennessee. I don't know anyone else in the state of Tennessee that, you know, I don't know anybody from that I could just call like that. I know Monica is out there, Notary Nerds, but I mean, actually like in the streets and doing anything like you.
Yeah, there's one other notary. I've watched her videos. I cannot think of her name right now, but there's a notary that posts videos. She's in Tennessee too, but I don't.
You're talking about Monica. Is she talking about Monica?
Well, no, I mentioned Monica. Yeah, other than
I
Monica,
think her name is Monica. It's something else. But there's another notary.
So just
here.
think about that though, like you say, your meet and greets for your state, and everything like that. And I just really commend you for self-teaching. You know, a lot of times, you know, people don't want to pay for training, and that's okay. So you got one or two ways you're going to get this information. Either you're going to do just like you, and you're going to self-teach yourself, or you're going to have to pay somebody.
Right.
No one has time to teach you how to do. How much time did you invest in learning the apostille process?
I would say maybe 2 weeks before I felt like I was ready, because some of it kind of was just, you know, actually doing it. Because when I went to go do the apostille, when I went to the county clerk's office in my local state, my local area, they told me that they were not sure if once I made it down to the state level, if they were going to apostille one of my documents, because another notary had notarized the document. It was a transcript for 2 transcripts. So that gave me the heads up that I needed to, you know, request that they send me a transcript without the notarization on there. So they did, and it was not a problem. So some of it was kind of just like doing it just to figure out, okay, this is how to do it. It was a piece of cake, because like I said, I had the confidence that it required in order to get the job done. So even if I stumbled a little bit, which I felt like that was me stumbling, I dust myself off and I was ready. I was back on the horse. So I was ecstatic. I could not wait to get home, Kimberly, just to tell you, hey, I did it. I did it.
I was so proud of you, and I love celebrating your success with you. That's why I invited you on. I said, whenever you were ready, let me know. So the audience is going crazy, saying congratulations.
Thank you.
They appreciate your confidence level. And the audience also is reminding me that it's Michelle that's in Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, that's her name, Michelle. Yes.
Yeah, Michelle. She was on here actually a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Michelle, dog it, I can't think of her channel.
I don't know, but I have watched her.
I know. So you say so with Michelle.
Yes.
So yes, she's in Tennessee. Yep. So you and her need to, hook up and get some stuff going over there. Well, Erica, we want to thank you so much for joining us this evening and sharing your story with us. You're welcome back anytime.
Okay.
And we really appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you all for having me.
Congratulations on everything.
You, Erica.
It's a great story too.
Bye.
Okay. Take care.
Take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
guys. That was nice to have her.
That's a great story.
Yeah, she was so excited to do her apostille. So now, guys, let's take a few minutes. So we had another request, and that was to show you a few things in our notary bag. So we'll take a few minutes and do that right quick. So who wants to go first?
Y'all can go.
Angela's usually pretty fast with her notary bag. You want to go first, Angela?
I'll go first. So, you guys, this is my notary bag, and I created it myself with my name on it. I have a Cricut, and I Cricut everything. So I have hand sanitizers, Lysol hand sanitizers in my notary bag. I have pens in it, black and blue pens, my business card up front. I also have in here my stamp, and I have a small stapler in case I need to attach certificates. I have my embosser in here.
And so we are not pulling out the same thing. I'm only going to pull out whatever Angela does not pull out. Alexis,
I have my notary primer, my state notary handbook.
Mm-hmm.
I have my integrity journal, my notary journal. I have 2 for people to write on. I find that people, when you go to people's houses these days, their tables are not just smooth and flat. Mm-mm. They have ridges in it and all kind of things. So I got 2 clipboards. Mm-hmm. And of course, I have my specialty notary journal. I like purple. So I got purple. I got a receipt book to write receipts with. So I didn't
like that receipt book, Angela. I thought it was too flimsy. I got mine from Amazon. That little cheap receipt book drove me crazy.
This thing is not. It's the same receipt book. It's just smaller.
Oh wow! I never seen that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I had this big one. I like that little small one.
I paid more on Amazon for mine, but
I also have, because like with loan signing documents, you can't staple them. So I have paper clips that I have to paper clip my loan signing documents with. What's it got in here?
I'm gonna pull out some stuff that Angela did not pull out right quick.
I have my name badge, my notary badge. Isn't that a pretty picture, you guys?
Yes, if you must say so yourself.
My daughter had just did my brows and my lashes, so I used that picture. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just sorry. I really like that picture.
It's nice.
Do you, Angela? Okay, so I'll pull out a couple of things, guys. I have a poncho. I never used it yet, but I do have it in case it's raining. I have a pair of socks that I keep on the side.
Kim, I think I saw you with a poncho on before in the rain in the back of your car.
No, I never did it, but I do have one. So I got my socks, my poncho. I have my footies, because sometimes again people want you to take your shoes off, and if I don't feel like it, I'll just put those on. I carry a pair of gloves in there. I have some mace. My sister insisted on that. This is my actual bag. I got it on Amazon. I have my hand sanitizer. I use this all day long. And my business card. Did you have anything, Alexis? I've got my business cards in here. This was a gift from somebody. Yeah. So what else do you have, Alexis? One more thing I have is lotion, because I use so much hand sanitizer. So what do you have, Alexis, that we did not show?
I got my acknowledgement stamp.
Yeah, we got that.
I got my gold seals. Basically everything else they said already. And then I have this clipboard along with a flatter one like Angela had. This one has this like pocket in there. So I keep all
that's nice.
Let me see that one. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. I don't write on this one because it's not as sturdy as these, but I like to keep, my loose certificates and stuff in here.
While somebody else is pulling out something, I have my blank acknowledgments and my blank direct. You want to make sure you have at least
10 I have those.
I always have at least 10 of those.
And I have my embosser. And then I have...
they wanted to go back to the ID badge, Angela. They want to see your badge again.
Oh, they like that picture too?
I got a badge too. I got this kind and I got the
Here's my ID badge.
I have 2 different kind of badges. I like this one when I go to like banks so I can look really professional.
Oh, you got the pin.
And I got that one too. I got both.
And then on the back, it just has, if lost, please return to my phone number address.
And the badges, guys, you can get those on Zazzle, Zazzle for like $4. And then I have my
and I got mine from this.
I have my signature card here in case somebody is visually impaired or elderly, so I can help them to guide their signature. So I have that. That's on Amazon.
Uh-huh.
And I have my square units that we talk about all the time. I have the one for my phone, and this one is contactless. Okay, so those are the square units. What else we got, ladies?
The ink pad. Oh, ink pad.
I have this I love this. I got those too.
I got all that in my fingerprint kit. I actually have a little separate thing I use for my fingerprint stuff.
So I got a different bag for fingerprinting too.
Yeah, I look like the FBI when I pull that out, y'all. They be like,
yeah, my bag.
Yeah, my fingerprint bag is different too. You know, I got these plastic things that I love for my documents, for my loan signing documents. I love these plastic things. They're perfect for loan documents. I have these in my bag.
I have those too, Angela, but I have a legal size. Let me show you in my office right quick. So I got these are the 8-pack I got of these.
Oh my
God. On Amazon. All of this is on my Notary Educators, guys, the website. Yep. You can click supplies. These come in an 8-pack. Because you don't want your documents to get wet.
My fingerprinting. I got my fingerprinting thing when I slide my fingerprint cards under.
Oh, now see, I don't use that. I don't use that. I just use the
Yeah, I don't use that either.
I love this. I can't do that. I'm not as coordinated.
That's why everybody got their own bag. Yep.
I got my wipes for the fingerprint wipes.
Yeah, I didn't order those either.
I have just a hand though.
Yeah, I didn't order those. I mean, if you would like those, you can order those. Those are to help people to wipe off the fingerprint ink. The pad that I have that Alexis uses, it comes off rather easy.
It does.
Wow. And they want to see the bag again, Angela. So this is my actual bag. They want to see the actual bag, ladies.
Oh.
This is my fingerprint bag. I got 2 different bags.
Oh, that bag is cute, Alexis. I like the bling on there.
Well, no, it's funny. This came with a perfume.
That bag is really cute.
Thank you.
What was the pink thing I had?
It came with a what?
A perfume.
Maybe you're talking about the poncho. This was the poncho I had.
Oh, she says a perfume. Yeah, I love this bag because it has a zipper on the side. And then you got this little nice little I love this bag too, you guys, because if I flap the flip over, I can put extra pens. I got you can't see it, these little pockets. I got pens, business cards, and these little things. I got my eyeglasses, I got an extra pair of glasses. I got Kim's business cards in here.
Thank you. And that's why I like my bag too, because on this side I put all my black ink pens, and on this side I put all my blue ink pens. So when I'm out and about, I just grab whatever color I need, and I don't have to be looking for it. So you have to be very organized, especially as you start doing mobile notary, because you'll never know what you're going to encounter. So again, those just joining us, I got socks, gloves, booties, mace.
And I like this. I put my sunglasses here when I go, because I lost them one time, so I had to go back and get them from somebody's house.
Yeah,
I stick my sunglasses right in the side.
Yes, that's a good tip. That way you don't lose. And you always have your bag with you, because you never know where you're gonna be at and somebody need a notary. My mother was in the hospital back in February, and somebody called me while my mom was in the hospital. She wasn't at the point that she was toward the end. So they called me. I said, well, if you want, I said, I'm at the hospital, but if you'd like to come up here, I'm at another appointment. And when they got there, of course, I talk a lot. I said, my mama up here. I'm talking about my mama. But anyway, they, gave me their whatever. And then anyway, I ran downstairs. I did that notary. I told my brother and sister, I said, I'll be right back. They were cracking up. But I'm like, what would my mama do? Go get that money.
Go get the money.
Right. And that happened to me too, Kim. I was at the park. It was after 5 o'clock. I was at the park walking with my girlfriend. Somebody called and said, I'm at your house. I'm like, I'm not at home and you don't have an appointment. I said it just like that. Yeah. But anyway, she said, I need a notary. I'm on my way to work. She said, where are you? I said, I'm at the park. The park is 10 minutes from my house. And she came to the park. I opened up the back of my truck. And they called me and said, I need a notary. Can you come to my house at 6:30? I said, I'm off. I'm at the park. I said, it's going to be extra. Plus, I'm not going to be dressed. She said, that's fine. Come on. Left the park, went and did another notary because my bag was in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you guys
so
you guys don't know how many times. Look, Kim, the good thing is that Kim just has her truck. You guys don't know how many times I have driven out my driveway and it's like, oop, I'm in this car. My bag's in my other car. I back right back up, put my bag in my other car and keep moving.
Yeah, I always have my bag, guys. Always have your bag. And then one more is a little notepad because sometimes they need to write something down or you might need to write something. So people looking for a piece of paper, I always carry a little notepad.
Oh, yeah, I do have that.
And that's it, guys. So let's get back to some of these questions. Oh, and I do have extra ink too.
Marie says that she had. Oh, yeah.
I was going to tell them I have extra ink, but I took the ink out because it started to leak. So now that's in my fingerprint kit. One day I'm going to show y'all my fingerprint. Maybe remind me next week. I'll show y'all my fingerprint setup. Okay, Angela. And Alexis.
So Marie says she had her first notary client today. Kimmi, I watch your Notary Like a Pro. It helped me today. Great. Watch those videos, you guys.
Well, actually, the Notary Like a Pro is the course.
It's
We're
the
going to
course.
talk about that in a minute. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Oh, my God. You guys are really touching me with these courses. We're going to talk about that in a second. Let's get some more of your questions.
So Doc DT said, my inquiry is on pricing of all my services. Do you all teach a class on the best way to price all my services? I like to be comparable while not overpricing to start changing myself. Thank you. Kim is that in your business, part of your business course online?
Yes, that's in the business course online. Also, I have several free videos on my YouTube channel about how to price your services. So I have about 4 on my YouTube channel, and then I have the actual course, how to build your business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about the courses in a minute. Go ahead, Angela.
You got something on Facebook?
Yes, just a statement. Tamar Gumby says, she was talking about the loose certificates, I believe. She said she downloaded hers from the Secretary of Georgia, Secretary of State for Georgia, and she also believes the NNA has them. And then she also stated, Alexis, thank you for reviewing my Google My Business page. I received my first call today. Oh, congratulations. You are so welcome.
Go, Alexis.
Congratulations.
You are so welcome.
Awesome. Alexis is the Google queen, you guys.
Yeah.
So when we Kimmi Event says, when we notarize, are we responsible for what is being notarized? Like if the person gets sued, are we part of that? So Kimmi, and you guys can chime in on this too. The only thing that you are responsible for is your notary certificate. What you put on that notary certificate is what you're responsible for. So if you follow the state rules about not putting a different date, not let them sign a different date, making sure you got their ID to ID them, and you stamping in the proper place and notarizing that certificate correctly, that's what you're responsible for. You're not responsible for their document unless you write something on it or give them legal advice.
Oh, let me pull the signature card out again while we're talking. Yeah, so you're not responsible. You just want to make sure that person is who they say they are. And could you be called to court later? Yes, you can. That's why we always say have a journal. Because they might call you for anything. I've had several times now where attorneys call me and they need me to have an affidavit completed that I was the notary. One time, I had that happen like 2 times. And then I've also had it where they wanted me, one of my witnesses, to have an affidavit completed that they were a witness to the signing, and that had to be notarized. So yes, it will come back on you. So you want to make sure you've done everything you're supposed to do legally. So somebody wanted to see this again. This is a signature card. And again, this is for people who are blind, low vision, may not be able to see a line. So you'll put this on the paper and then they will just follow the, sign the best they can within those lines there.
I love that too, because my mom was visually impaired. So she actually used to carry one around with her. But the fact that you have one is amazing.
Well, that's because I'm the go-to notary in this area.
That's right. We got to have it.
When I pull it out, people are like, oh, you have that too? I have everything.
That's what I said. She used to have to carry one with her. So.
I remember. And there's also an arthritis ink pen, guys. So I have not bought that yet because I was being cheap.
Yeah.
I gotta see.
There is an arthritis ink pen for people that have arthritis. It's a chunkier pen because sometimes the little ones are hard for them to grab or grasp. So it's a fatter ink pen, and so check into that. And I am getting ready to buy that yet because I'm still too cheap.
I'm buying that.
$7 on Amazon.
I am gonna buy that. I am gonna buy that.
Okay.
I am gonna buy that because I've had at least 2 or 3 instances in the nursing home of people who it would have been very advantageous.
All right. I'm gonna order mine tonight, guys.
I'm definitely buying it.
I'm about to order it too, because just like Angela said, those clients in the hospitals and nursing homes, they don't even necessarily be elderly. But
I'm ordering my ink pen tonight. I'm ordering it.
So there's a couple of comments about 600 charges over $600 or $500. Nia Monique says, "Who is charging $500 or $600?" I don't know what that conversation is really about. If you guys
probably about apostille.
If anyone in the chat from Florida,
you have to know all the facts. So yeah, you can charge that depending on where you are, how many documents,
and how many documents.
Yeah.
And is it going to DC? Is it going to embassy? Yes, you can charge that.
We got expenses. So watch my videos on apostille to see how much it really costs to process one. I went through about 15 different fees involved and steps that could happen. And somebody actually reached out in the comments the other day and they said, "Well, Kimmi, if it costs so much to do an apostille, how do you make your money?" Best believe I'm gonna always get mine.
She gonna get hers. Kim gets hers.
It costs a lot of money to process it. So when you hear people throwing around $150, $200, $500 for apostille, you have to pay for FedEx shipping. What country is it going to? It's a whole nother world.
And I have to say this about Kim. Kim always talk about, I'm going to get my money. Kim gets her money from apostilles, and I need to learn from her when it comes to that. She gets paid when it comes to her apostille.
Yeah.
And because you have tracking to do. It's just so many, like Kim said, so many different steps and things you have to do. Yeah.
So watch those videos. I have about 3 videos on apostilles, guys. Where are we at next?
So Robin says, she's from California. How do you write a receipt to give the client for any payment?
Yeah, so you want to keep your travel fee separate and your stamps separate on the receipt. So that looks like $50 travel fee, $30 for stamps, because I know you can charge $15 per stamp, $30 stamp fee, and then whatever you did for free, I throw that in there. If I included witnesses for free, I put that. If I charge for witnesses, I list that. I itemize it. And if you're going to charge a fee like we learned from Erica tonight, I got to think about that one, guys, because if I add another...
You froze up.
Oh, yeah. If I added a fee like Erica, I mean, that is income. So I don't know. I'm going to process that and see. I really don't think I'm going to do that because I'm not standing there.
Yeah, I was going to say
4.8% of $40. I don't see that in my future.
Yeah. So Treats and Designs by 9 says, Florida lists apostilles for $20. How are we able to charge larger prices legally?
Angela's got a course coming on that, and then check out my 3 videos about how to charge for an apostille. I have 3 videos that teach you how to charge.
And DJ says they get so much, congratulations, Erica, get so much information from Kim. Yep. Watch those 200 videos. You can learn a lot.
One more thing about the apostille so we can be clear. The state of Florida fee might be $20 for them to process it. But the client has to pay you a fee for acting as the facilitator. Okay, next.
And apostille is not a notary act. Now, you may have to notarize some documents, but the process of facilitating an apostille is not a notary act.
And I throw in my notarizations for free.
I throw mine for free too.
Yeah, I'm not even about to do it. That goes back to nickel and dime. I'm like, look, this is my price. It's $300, and then I tell them notarizations are free.
Yeah. I didn't already got my money up front, so I'm really about to say plus $2 more.
Right, per stamp.
Angela?
Nothing
so
on
there's
Facebook.
some different wedding stuff coming on. Okay, some different, yeah. Dana says she's self-teaching and planning to take some courses. Hello, you guys. Ladero says we got a mass text from signing order today. We both missed it, but it was so exciting to now be in the queue. That's great.
Oh my God! So
best place to order
class with Alexis and myself yesterday, and he actually got his first notification. So that is not. I'm like you, just to be on the radar. That is so cool.
That is. And with those signing companies, when they send those orders, you have to be quick. Literally, you have to have your notifications on and be ready. Phone in hand, click. I got this. But read the information because you want to make sure that you want to take that assignment still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Penny Day says best place to order business cards, magnetic card signs, and would you put the NNA on business cards? So Penny, if you go on notaryeducatorsllc.com, Kim has an Amazon list with all of that stuff on it. You can order all of that. And would you put the NNA on your business card? I don't have NNA on my business card.
I don't think I have that either, but I do have the badges on my website.
Yeah.
I might have one set of cards that have it. Let me look real quick while y'all keep talking.
I would add it. I would like when I redo my cards, which is coming up very soon.
When I redo them.
Badge.
Yeah. I might put it on there. Yeah, I might put it on there on my next set. I thought I had it on something. Let me see.
But that badge,
I have it on my.
Here's my card.
Yeah,
Can you see that?
I have it on all my.
Bring it up.
Oh, that's cute too.
I was gonna say, let it focus a little bit.
Wait.
Thank you, Sylvia.
There we go.
So
that's a cute picture.
Here. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then on the back, I list all my services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I list and now some people
Same
put
thing.
the barcode now, but I put my services on there.
Yeah.
And I leave about 2 or 3 with every single client.
Sylvia says, I love it. You guys are awesome and helpful. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Sylvia.
It's our pleasure. Thank you. Chicago.
Kim, they say you super prepared.
Oh yeah, I try to be.
You have to be.
Oh, they telling me don't be sorry for being cute. Thank you. So Penny Day says, when do you use a gold seal? Kim, you want to answer that for her?
Then Bosser.
I did.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me go back to it.
You might. I think we talked about it, but he said the need for one.
The need for a bag? Do you need a bag?
Badge.
Oh, badge.
ID badge.
Oh, I don't even really use it that much now unless I go to the bank. But
I used to use mine all the time when I first started, but now I forget I have it.
I ordered mine and now it's just tucked away.
Yeah, I don't wear it that often either. It's just one. Now you see me, you know I'm the notary. You saw all my stuff on Google.
You know I'm the notary.
When I first started, I wore it with a badge of honor, though.
I wore it with a badge of honor too.
That's right. Official.
So, back to the gold seal and an embosser. I use that only on wills, power of attorney, something I want to make look pretty. You would never use that on long signing documents. It's just too many, and it's not even acceptable. So use and when you do emboss it and use the embosser, just making it look pretty, you're going to always use your regular ink stamp. So let's take time for a little commercial break here, guys, or give you some announcements, what's going on up in Notary Educators. So due to overwhelming response about the classes, the online courses, guys, I have decided to the end of June to run a special. They will continue to be half off. The feedback has been amazing. People are actually growing their businesses that notarize like a pro course. You may not be able to afford a $150 course to learn how to notarize. It's on sale for $24.50. They are flying off the shelves. And people are saying, thank you so much, because it's the summertime. They're traveling, but they really want to learn the business. So all courses, online courses, will continue to be $24.50 until the end of June. As you already seen in the comments, people are learning how to notarize with the Notarize Like a Pro. How to build your business is the other course. How to do ink fingerprinting. There's no need to pay $300 for that course. $24.50, half off until the end of June. The last course is the I-9, how to complete that. So right now I have 4 different courses. They're all on sale. Hold on, y'all. So they're all on sale. I had some hot chips.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with her, you guys. I really don't.
I think some of that stuff in my throat. Anyway, so the feedback has been amazing. So I got to thinking, and I told Alexis and Angela, I said, you know what? That's our whole purpose. We want people to grow their business, right? So the courses are going to stay on sale. Coupon code is Notary. And this is graduation season, right? This is graduation season. Teach a young person this business, guys. Let them know about the notary business. Get them my book, either if they're any state, the gray one, or state of Georgia, the orange one. This is a gift that can change a life, literally. To learn how to have their own business. You guys know my nephew is in the process of learning the business. He just ordered his supplies, Cameron, and we are so proud.
Cameron, we're so proud.
Yes, and he said, if you haven't seen the 2 videos, go back and watch him. We interviewed him last Monday, and then he has his own video about receiving his commission. And it's just so beautiful because he said he was working at McDonald's making 8 hours a day, making $72. He remembered exactly. And then he was also doing construction, making less than $100 for the whole day. And just serving as a witness 3 times, he made $100. So the money is there, guys. So teach a young person to start out and have their own business. Don't forget, everything you're seeing tonight is NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. And then also the Specialty Notary Journal. This is for your specialty notary work. People often ask me, where do I put my apostilles and where do I put my fingerprinting and
I-9s?
I-9s. All of that can go right here. Apostille, everything can go in your specialty notary. So everything you saw tonight is at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. The courses will stay on sale to the end of June. Again, coupon code is notary, just regular notary. And that puts them at $24.50. Okay. So that's all I got for you. We'll answer some more questions.
As Dr. Shani says, hi, Kimmi. Amazon recommended your book. I read it, submitted my notary application, and bond on today. She's in Tennessee. She'll be sworn in next month, and her sister is also becoming a notary in North Carolina. Congratulations.
Yes, and thank you for buying the book.
And remember that we train every state. So if you guys need some additional training, go to NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. You can get online courses that are half off, or you can use sign up for a live course on Zoom.
And we haven't put the June dates out yet. We haven't put the June dates out, but they're coming soon.
Yeah, some of you guys have been texting about the June dates.
They are coming soon, guys. Hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have our June schedule together, okay?
DJS says, I have a C certificate attached stamp. I don't know what that means.
Maybe, wait a minute, C attached?
Oh, I have a C certificate attached stamp.
Oh, okay.
Certificate attached. I've never even heard of that, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. I haven't even really had to use that really.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Blank acknowledgement forms. A lot of times, who's the Facebook user asking for blank acknowledgement forms?
How do you get the blank ones? Is that the question?
Minty.
What's the question?
Where do you
blank acknowledgement forms? You can usually get them from your state's website.
Yeah, wherever you got your notary commission. If normally that's the Secretary of State. In Georgia, it's the Clerk County's office, or if you're a member of the NNA, you can get them for free there.
Yeah. So people are asking where we get our badges. I got mine from Vistaprint.
I got mine from Zazzle. Zazzle. It was only $4.
Same. Lexus.
Somebody mentioned magnets too. Signazon for the magnets.
Yeah.
SIGNAZON, like sign, and then like Amazon. Signazon for the magnets. And they're 24 by 15 is the size I have, the largest. Yeah. They were like $56.
Yeah. And I have the same size, but I got mine from Vistaprint.
Okay. Angela like Vistaprint.
Are the badges for helping the signers feel comfortable? At the beginning, Ladero, I wore it all the time, every day, all day. And that's what I was to make them feel comfortable. I forget it's in there really.
It does. It adds a professional touch. You want to know who you are. But in my case, when I roll up, the first thing I say is, hey, I'm Kimberly. They've already talked to me on the phone. Normally, I've already sent them a link with a confirmation so they can see my website so they know what we look like. They say, oh, I've been looking at your website. 99% of the time, they already Googled you anyway. Once they know you're coming to your home, wouldn't you Google who's coming to your home? But once they know your name, they start Googling you.
And I have my car magnets on, and they see that when I drive up too. So
yeah.
So Danielle says, Kim, what was that pink thing you had?
I think it was the poncho. I pulled it back out earlier.
Oh, okay. And you guys saw our bags. What's the signature thing Kimmi showed?
That's for the blind or either the elderly. We talked about that earlier. That way they can sign with the lines.
Somebody said the fingerprint bag.
I'm gonna show y'all that next time.
Okay. Well, I had mine, but anyway, I download mine from the Secretary of State, and then they has them. So the Facebook user is saying that, Alexis. As far as the blank certificates, the NNA do have them, but they're free from your state website. You have to pay for them from the NNA. Do anyone carry 2 notary stamps? I have 2 notary stamps. I have I have 2 notary stamps.
I carry 2. I have a round one and I have a rectangular.
Both of mine are rectangular.
Yep, I had 2. When I first ordered, I ordered the round one and I realized it didn't fit a lot of documents. And then I ordered the rectangular.
Angela said, thanks for showing the bags.
Our pleasure.
Do you have training around pricing? I skipped some, but I saw that one.
Did we already answer that earlier? Well, 4 videos. I have 4 videos about pricing on my website because it's a lot of factors. Just a few is how far are you traveling? First of all, what does your state say you can charge? You must know what the state says you can charge, and then watch my videos about pricing.
Something's going on with my okay, there's Angela. I keep my bag. Someone said they just ordered theirs today. Tawana says a signature card for someone with low vision or blind. They just talking about the things that were in the notary bag. Thank you, ladies, for showing the bags. Anyone from Orlando or Central Florida? Thanks needed to Amazon right now. What did you call it on Amazon? That's somebody talking. Do you recommend a Google business only list first general services, then add each service as you move along? So we suggest on Google that you put what you know how to do.
What you can do.
And then you add services as you learn them.
As you learn. So as you learn how to do the I-9, you're going to add that. As you learn ink fingerprinting, you can add that. As you learn apostille, you can add that. So that's what we suggest.
Oh, Tawana says Notary A to Z helped pass the New York notary exam. She failed in November 2021. Well, that we're so happy about that, Tawana.
Yeah. That is such a that's a good review. So that help you pass your test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anastasia is asking us something on Amazon. I think they're talking about that.
Hey, Anastasia.
I think she's talking about the signature thing.
Is that on Amazon? Yes, the signature thing is on there. Also, the arthritis ink pens.
Yeah.
Those are chunkier ink pens for those that are elderly and can't hold a little thin one like this. So it's chunkier. Like they can almost hold it like this and write.
So Wanda Gilmore said, I brought the Start Your Notary Business book and it have so much good information along with the online courses.
Yes, Wanda, you are getting ready to start that business. The online courses, guys, believe me when I tell you, they are amazing. I put my heart and soul in everything I do. You already know this. So the Notarize Like a Pro course is like you and I sitting in a room. I'm teaching you how to notarize documents properly.
Yeah.
I-9, same thing. You and I sitting in a room. I'm teaching you how to fill it out more than just one way. It's more than one way to fill out that form. Also, the ink fingerprinting, how I teach you how to roll so it's not rejected. Even online, I can show you. It's been amazing the way I've been blessed to be able to put this stuff together. And then also how to build your business is the last piece of it. How to start your business.
Topeka Atkins says, what about remote work home? So Georgia doesn't have RUN. In any states that do have RUN, we really recommend that you check your state laws about what to do and how to do it. Check the platforms. There are so many platforms. Make sure you are fully aware of each platform and what it has to offer. And especially when it comes to paying fees, there's so much that you have to look into for RUN. A lot of people love it if their state offers it, but we just really recommend that you check out the platforms and the fees and you know how it can benefit you and your business. You have anything? Kim knows all about that.
Oh, no, I do have about 3 or 4 videos on RUN also, so I would just highly recommend you check those out, and it will give you like the pros and cons, like Angela was saying, and then you can make an informed decision. Just be cautious of, spending a lot of money on something you may not want to do, something that may be more, you might spend more money on it than you actually will make back. So that's just something else to think about. And Danielle had a thought. We skipped her, Angela.
What she said?
She said she had to send her documents to Austin for apostille. So if just for example, guys, if your Secretary of State is not near you, no worries. You either gonna get you a notary buddy near the Secretary of State, or you might have to mail it there.
Yeah, FedEx it.
FedEx or UPS. You got to read your state's instructions.
Yeah.
Not all states accept FedEx, and not all states accept UPS. So you got to know what your state says about your apostille process. They're all pretty similar, but always make sure. Okay.
So LLM5673 said, what do you charge to do a will?
Check out the pricing videos. We go over that. Check out the pricing videos. Again, you're looking at how many people, where you have to go, what does your state say? Same thing. Screening questions. Questions equal money.
So Lana Rivera, hello, ladies. I'm a new notary from the south suburbs of Chicago. Just introducing myself. Hi, Lana.
Welcome.
Class on notarizing estate documents. So Catherine Henry, we don't teach you documents. We teach you how to notarize. We teach you how to notarize any document. So if there's a notary certificate on documents, you guys, it does not matter what the documents are.
Even if it's not a certificate.
Know how to be a great notary.
Even if it's not a certificate. So Catherine, if you don't really know how to notarize documents, you can check out our the online course, Notarize Like a Pro. I would check that out. And I am working on one more course. It's coming out soon, hopefully by maybe 2 weeks from now. And that one's going to have a different level of notarization is notarization, but I'm going to give you, I don't want to talk about it too much right now, but it's going to be amazing. So I got one more course I'm going to roll out, and it also will be on sale. So
everybody's telling you thanks, Kimmi, for the discount.
Yeah.
And look at Kim's videos on pricing, general notary jobs. You can find everything you need to know about pricing on that, or you can take that business course that's online that's discounted for $24.50 about building your business.
Yeah, I think if you only need pricing though, check out the 4 videos I have. The Build Your Business is actually us building your notary business from beginning to end. Choosing a name, why is that important? All that kind of stuff. How to accept payments. That's how you build your business. So that's what that video is about. And also, guys, on all of the courses over there at Notary Educators, LLC.com, check out the rollout video that I did on YouTube. All of it's right there at the website for you. That way the video will introduce you to the course and tell you what it's about too. Okay. So I actually have a video for each course that I roll out.
And Vernita, if you're talking about the discount courses, it's on notaryeducatorsllc.com. If that's not what you're talking about, put it in the chat. And Treats by Design said, thanks for the discount. DJS says the same thing, that they got to get a class. Treats and Design says her daughter just graduated from high school Monday. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, yay, Cameron, generational success. They saw and heard the story. They're proud of him.
Yeah.
Other people got high school grads. Congratulations to one on her high school graduation. What's the difference between the 2 journals?
Oh, yeah. One is just a regular journal, which is the integrity journal that we recommend because it's just for your regular work. This particular journal, though, is for all your specialty, like I-9, fingerprinting. Let's see, can I get closer? I-9, fingerprinting, inspections, anything that's not notarial work goes in here. A lot of times people say, well, where do I write my fingerprinting? Where do I write apostille, I-9 verification? All of that goes in this journal. People are loving it too.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys. If you're not in the Facebook group, join our Notary Educators Facebook group. And everybody's showing their picture with their journal. So I'm like,
I gotta take mine.
So people take my picture with it.
People are requesting the June dates. They said thank you so much. They want the June dates.
Those out by the end of the week are June dates.
Do you write receipts for each job? Sharia, I write receipts for most jobs. Sometimes people don't want receipts, but I do write receipts for most of my jobs.
I do too.
Do you have training around pricing? Look at Kim's pricing videos, you guys. Those videos she got about pricing and marketing are amazing. You should be able to really use that to price your services in your business.
And then when you're joining the Facebook group, just one other tip, guys, always answer that last question.
Yeah.
Do you agree to the group rules? Because sometimes we have to decline you if you say no to the group rules.
Or you leave it blank.
No, right. You leave it blank. So just say, yes, so it's 3 questions. And then the last one is, do you agree to, to the group rules?
So Doc TT wants to see the card that you use when you go to the bank. Kimmi, it was gray.
The card
that you use when you go to the bank. I don't know what that means.
The ID
it was the name tag. That was a name tag.
Little name tag.
Oh, my magnetic one. It has a magnetic strip on it. Yeah.
And Vernita, the specialty work notary journal and the regular journal is different. One is for your specialty work and one is for your notary.
This is the one I use when I go to the bank. And it was like $8 on Amazon. And it has a magnetic strip on the back. I don't like the things that make a hole in my clothes.
Okay. So funny, y'all. I'm going to show them this real quick, Kim, because I see a lot of inquiries in the chat about it.
Mm-hmm. And I have my clipboards too. I have two clipboards. I have a pink and a purple. These are my clipboards.
So you guys, about the journals, there are two different journals. One journal is for your regular notary work. When people come to you in general notary work, this is for your regular notary work, loan signings, and those type of things. So other things like your I-9s and apostilles, they go in here. The specialty work is exactly what it says. Inspections, I-9, permit running, ink fingerprinting, things that mostly don't require a notary stamp.
Mm-hmm.
That goes in here. But every other thing that you do, your notary work goes in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the difference is between the two journals.
Yeah, it's gonna help simplify your life in the end because, like, eventually, say somebody call you. Well, when you're doing your apostille, you don't have to go through every single entry. You already know. Okay, my apostille work is here. My I-9 work is here. It's very light too, guys.
It is.
It comes in pink, purple, black, and gray.
So, Robin, how do you put the apostilles in your journal if it's not a notary act? So, the specialty journal is just for you to keep a record of those things that are not notary acts.
Right. So, you're going to put like the country that it went to.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little space that says apostille. Then you write the country name that you're sending it to. And then in additional appointment details on the bottom here, you can write down whatever you want to write down. Mm-hmm. How many documents, what type of document. Mm-hmm. Then at the top, it has the date, the time, the ID, the client's signature, and then the fee that you charge.
And I'm just going to say this really quickly. The apostilles are not like regular notary work. With the apostilles, you just don't write it and do it and it's over. You should keep the client, aware of what's going on, especially if it's a rush. So there are other things that you can put in the journal regarding the apostille to make sure you keep up with it. If you make a phone call, like I have one right now, the man is leaving for the Philippines on Friday. I've been talking to him literally every other day because his documents are in DC. I've been calling DC every day. So I write these notes down so I can tell him what's going on with his documents. So the specialty work is more than just writing it in there. It's to keep track of what's going on so you can tell the client what's going on if it's something like an apostille.
And everything we talked about, the journals, the courses, everything is at notaryeducatorsllc.com. There is a supply list over there also. And I'm going to add that the signature card to that and also the arthritis pen as soon as I get a chance. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, go ahead and buy your pens because I'm going to buy one tonight, y'all. I'm going to get my pen.
So Doc DT says he purchased the Start Your Notary Business book at the meet and greet, met all of us. All of us answered his inquiries, encouraging and motivating him. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for being at the meet and greet. Thank you guys for the support. We had an amazing time at the meet and greet. So thank you.
Yes. And then MZ Passion 94 says they got their journal. They did their first field inspection. Congratulations.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations.
And was able to use the journal. So let's ask this question really quick, guys, before we head out. Let us know in the chat, what would you like a couple of the upcoming Mentor Mondays to be about, topic specific? Like the first 15 minutes about something. Write down, put in the chat what you would like us to talk about, maybe like the first 15 minutes or a half hour or whatever in the chat. What would you like to know about the notary business? And then also, don't forget, give us a thumbs up. I never asked that, but please do like the
subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. So tell us really quick before we go. So somebody want to talk about apostilles one week, So we'll do a little training on that. We can do a little training on that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a FedEx and UPS business accounts? I do have accounts, April, but I don't have them pick up at my home. I just have the account so they'll bring me supplies. I always take my packages to the facility.
Okay.
Always. Oh, I always take my packages to the facility.
And I'm very fortunate because I literally have UPS. I literally have UPS. Yeah, I do too. I literally have a UPS like literally 3 minutes away from my house. So it's really nice.
Let me write down something.
And UPS is not that far. Someone wants field inspection and fingerprinting.
Hold on.
Someone wants pricing. I'll say this about pricing, you guys. Look at Kim's videos. It's hard to tell you how to price your services because there are so many factors. We can tell you like questions you can ask. You know, it depends on how many documents, how many witnesses, how far it is, what type of document it is. It's so many variables when it comes to pricing. And so pricing is something that LLM5673 says LOL. And I know why they say that because they've talked about that like 4 times since they've been on this chat tonight. Business leads, where to advertise other than Google.
Okay.
Marketing. This is a good one, Kim. Safety do's and don'ts.
I got that too. I wrote that down. So we are going to do these topics, guys, and then permit runner. Okay.
Yeah, permit runner.
We can definitely talk about it. Permit runner. Okay. So next week we are committed to what you call it? Not marriage. What is it called? Thank you, Angela. What is it called, guys? Instead of marriage, what is it called? Oh, wedding officiant. Wedding officiant.
Angela Phillips said marriage.
You want to talk about marriage or being a wedding officiant? Which one? All right. So, guys, we got some tips here. We are definitely going to hit some of these for you. Next week, we are going to commit Angela to talk to us about apostille. And maybe we'll do 2 next week. How about we do apostille?
No, we'll talk about what we're going to do next week. It'll be a surprise.
Oh, well, for sure.
We have to slow her down sometimes, you guys.
Well, for sure, we're going to hit apostille next week, okay? So that's it, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Pop-up shop setup and supply ideas. I like that. I personally, in my area, Anastasia, when I think about a pop-up shop, I mean, so for me, most of the time, unless you know for a fact, like the seniors need something notarized or you want to set up at an apartment complex or something like that. But I often find that when people need a notary, they need a notary. If you just sitting somewhere all day, it might be beneficial to pass out cards and stuff, but I would probably invest that time if it was me, unless I just want to get network in the community. I'm probably working on my Google page or ads or something like that. Just to sit in an apartment complex all day, passing out cards. It could work, but I've never done it before. I'll say that. All right.
Angela, we could talk about marriage and having your marriage partner do the business too. She says, LOL, you're right. Because she said she had marriage in the chat.
All right, guys. So, yeah, I know. Somebody just texted me. We having some problems. I know Angela and I have been talking over. I think Angela got a delay over there. But it's cool. We ended now, y'all. So thank you for bearing with us tonight.
Yes, thank you.
I hope we were able to answer your questions.
Yes, it's been our pleasure as usual. We're going to go ahead and say good night, guys. Again, on behalf of Notary Life with Kimmi and those on the replay, welcome. We appreciate every last one of you. Get your courses, get your business growing, and much success. Angela, let's just take it home.
Just thank you, guys. It was amazing as usual. I'm so happy that we were able to help answer some of your questions. And it's really our pleasure to put the classes on discount that are online. We want you guys to be winning. We want you guys to really get your business and take it to the next level. So just thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Yes. Alexis?
Yes. Same thing, guys. Proud of you all. Saw a lot of wins in the comments tonight, which I love. That's my favorite thing to see. And the questions were amazing tonight. You all asked some good questions.
Yes, you guys are winning. Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Make sure you join our Facebook group too, guys. Answer the questions. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you answer the questions when you join our Facebook group. You all, Facebook group will get any updates or anything first. So make sure you're joining our Facebook group.
Yeah.
Have a good week.
Treats by Design says she missed my story last week. So Treats by Design, go watch the replay because it's on the replay. Everybody loves the story. Go watch the replay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.